This is Armandois Victorio, the principal of Nalsian-Tomling National High School, Malasiki, Pangasinan. It's a pleasure and honor to present the collaborative SBM of this humble school. But before going into it, allow me first to inform your office regarding our school preparations in the opening of classes in the new normal. May I invite you to watch this video.
Welcome to Nalsian-Tomling National High School. In preparation to the new normal situation, the Nalsian-Tomling National High School is following the health protocols of the Interagency Task Force. Okay, before we enter the school premises, we have here the hand washing area. After washing our hands, the guard is now ready to get our temperature using the thermal scanner. After getting the temperature, then we have to sanitize our hands.
Hi, good morning everyone. So right now we are waiting for the meeting to start, and we'll be talking about the school learning continuity plan, and our school principal will also be talking about, or will be orienting us about the new normal situation. So watch out! Titingnan natin kung anong magiging preparation ng Nalsian-Tomling National High School about the challenges of the new normal situation. Okay, bye-bye!
Thank you for viewing our video presentation. And at this point in time, may I hand over the presentation of our SBM to my very able SBM focal person, Dr. Erlendo Sergote.
Good day, sir, and everyone. I have the honor to present to you the 2019-2020 School-Based Management MOVs. Under the Dimension 1, we have the Leadership and Governance. Dimension 1, Leadership and Governance. Under Indicator 1, we have the following MOVs of SBM Level 1. Copy of ESIP and the copy of AIP for the school year 2019 to 2020. Under SBM Level 2, we have the following. Approved copy of ESIP with certificate of acceptance and signed resolution of school and stakeholders highlighting the review of ESIP, AIP with photos, planning conference, and ocular inspection. Under SBM Level 3, we have the following. Performance Pledge, Pledge of Commitment of Stakeholders with the SPT member's signature. And also we have the rapid appraisal of district and division SBM task force. Under indicator number 2, we have the following MOVs under SBM Level 1. Copy of ESIP reviewed by the stakeholders with narrative report, communication letter, and schedule of review. For SBM Level 2, we have report on review of ESIP, AIP, including the appraisal of checklist of PPA to be reviewed by the SPT. And under Level 3, we have the copy of schedule of ESIP, EIP review led by the SPT. Under indicator number 3, we have the following MOVs for SBM Level 1. Copy of organizational structure like the SGC, PTA, SPT, SSG, Child Protection Committee, Grievance Committee, back and canteen organization. Under Level 2, we have the following. Copy of the roles and responsibilities of each stakeholder in each organization, including we have the minutes of the meeting on the identification of roles and responsibilities of each stakeholder. Under Level 3, we have approved organizational structure of stakeholders with defined roles and responsibilities. Included here are the signed responsibilities by the members and their designation. Also, we have the copy of school manual or the handbook of operations and the photos of information dissemination during the orientation. Under indicator number 4, we have the MOVs of Level 1. Copy of ESRC for the first semester, school accomplishment reports or the year-end reports, photos of transparency board, minutes of meeting, of the information dissemination and reporting with photos. We also have the printed copy of EBIS, LIS, and the compilation of students and family contact details. For Level 2, we have the following. Line of communication, copy of FB postings, group chats, texts and calls, photos of tarpaulin postings, files of issuances of memoranda, copy of notice of meetings, copy of resolutions. We also have the photos of meetings and attendance sheets. Under Level 3, we have the following. Copy of published school paper, list of continual improvement projects, documents showing creation of school and community recognized networks like social media. Under indicator number 5, we have the following MOVs of Level 1. Copy of staff development plan or the succession plan. Copy of OPCRF, the copy of the IPCRF summary of ratings. We have the Slack session plan, copy of approved program implementation of inset training matrix and photos. Under Level 2, we have the following. List of trainings attended by teachers, school heads survey assessment report, evaluation report, including the narratives. And for SBM Level 3, we have the following. Progress report on learning and development, report on training and mentoring leaders. Included here is the annual supervisory plan, copies of long-term training and development plan, and finally, we have the professional development plan. Dimension 2, curriculum and instruction. Indicator 1. Under SBM Level 1, we have the following MOVs. Report on child mapping, samples of student portfolio, copy of inventory report on physical facilities, printed copies of oral reading or the field area results, copy of remedial reading support program, and the copy of portfolio assessment in all learning areas. Under Level 2, we have compilation of test papers and table of specifications, accomplishment report on curriculum programs and projects, copy of progress monitoring report, list of best practices documentation on PPAs, and the copy of staff development plan. Under Level 3, we have the report on awards and recognition, copy of incentives and awards mechanism, list of teacher and student awardees in different discipline, list of awardees on highly motivated teachers and students. Under indicator number 2, we have the following MOVs under Level 1. Compilation of localized curriculum, collection of localized teaching devices and materials, compilation of history of municipalities and barangays, documented stories of local heroes and successful people in the community. Under Level 2, we have compilation of test papers, teachers' daily lesson log, should I say, integrating the contextualized and localized curriculum, submitted outputs of students in any subject manifests the principle of contextualization and localization, documented community activities and local beliefs and traditions. Under Level 3, we have the filed copy of benchmarking activity with letter requesting permit for benchmarking by other schools. We have the logbook of visitors with signature and attendance, documentation of benchmarking activity with photos, and of course their comments and suggestions. Under Indicator 3, SBM Level 1, we have the copy of Organized Monitoring and Evaluation Team, Indigenized Lesson Exemplars for iPad, but I think we don't have this. Portfolio Performance Output of Learners. We also have a report on classroom teaching and learning evaluation. Under SBM Level 2, we have number of contextualized curriculum, number of developed modules, DIM of teachers in the different learning areas. We also have the copy of inventory of instructional materials. And under SBM Level 3, we have reports on classroom observation, reports on performance and competencies of learners. And we also have here collection of action plan or research implemented with results, and photos of classroom observation. Under indicator number 4, we have the following MOVs. Level 1, compilation of monthly supervisory report, collection of post-evaluation tool, duly acknowledged monitoring report by the stakeholders with letter transmitted, stakeholders conference, filed copy of teacher-made holistic rubric of performances, assessment of learners stakeholders conference. And also we have for Level 2, copy of Slack plan, compiled Slack session guides, approved assessment tool on the total development of learners, that's the e-class record. And under Level 3, we have results of school-based monitoring of PAPS, or the PAPS, monthly accomplishment report of monitoring the implementation of PAPS, and we have the photos and narrative report by the PAPS. And under indicator number 5, we have the following MOVs for Level 1. Formative test results, summative test results, copy of NAT or the NCAE results, and we also have minutes of PTA meeting attendance sheet with photos. For Level 2, we have a report on the review of assessment tool by community stakeholders, and copies are furnished to them. Acknowledgement receipt of reports by the community stakeholders. And we have for SBM Level 3, we have the copy of needs assessment report and recommendation, copy of action plan on the school assessment results, and number of developed learning programs, including also here we have the photos. Indicator number 6, we have the following MOVs under Level 1. Photo of guidance room, school clinic, school canteen, CRs in classroom, school library, reading corner, community learning, photos of community learning, center of copy of fire inspection certificate, posted evacuation plan, and for level 2 we have the following: record of special children with special needs, collection of teacher-made modules, books, and visual aids. And also we have the list of audiovisual material with photos. Under level 3, we have photos of classroom conducive to learning, well ventilated and furnished with appropriate progressive and informative materials. Example given here, we have the updated bulletin boards, students' accomplishment charts, etc. Compilation of curriculum guides, lesson plans, memos, and depth orders. We also have the availability of a tenderized and clean classroom, provision of recreational facilities. Under indicator number 7, we have the following. Under level 1, we have the copy of school calendar of activities. We also have the records of parents' involvement to reading program, records of home visitations conducted, and MOA to the stakeholders and parents. We also have for SBM Level 2 program monitoring report, copy of improved modules and instructional material, documentation on school managers tapped by community in sharing their expertise, and finally we have the narratives on the community leaders who are invited to share their expertise during school activities. Under SBM Level 3, we have minutes of the meeting of the regular conduct of internal and external stakeholders meeting. And of course, we have the accomplishment report. Dimension 3, accountability and continuous improvement. Indicator number 1. Under SBM Level 1, we have the following MOVs. Copy of the list of organized PTA, copy of the organized SGC, organized faculty club for senior high school and junior high school, copy of the other stakeholders organizations just like alumni, retirees, cooperative, etc. And also we have the copy of the list of back members and secretariat. Under SBM Level 2, we have minutes of the meeting, copy of constitutions and bylaws of the organizations, copy of handbook and manual of the organizations. And of course, we have the MOA and minutes of the regular meetings. Under SBM Level 3, we have signed MOA with stakeholders, notice of meetings and attendance sheets, signed minutes of meetings with attachment of memo, attendance sheet. Under indicator number 2, we have the following. SBM Level 1, accomplishment reports with CIGPs and recommendations, documentation of best practices of performance accountability, and also we have the certificate of recognitions on wins 1 star. SBM Level 2, here are the MOVs. Community levels accountability system or the community-based project, recognition scheme, list of awards and recognition, including photos, certificate of recognition for the 2-star wins. Under level 3, we have programs of community leads in giving award and recognitions, the winnings of the school. Certificate of recognition as 3-star, including narratives and reports. Indicator number 3, here are the MOVs for SBM Level 1. School reports on the conduct of orientation among school community stakeholders supported by minutes of meeting, attendance sheets, and photos. Copy of project monitoring report filed MNE findings as basis for the EIP. Report on the feedback on accountability assessment. Under SBM Level 2, we have the IPCRF, acknowledgement of memos and guidelines. And under SBM Level 3, we have the filed memo, letters of agenda, letters, and the minutes of deliberation. Of course, included here are the photos. Under indicator number 4, we have the following MOVs for Level 1. Report on feedback on accountability assessment, utilize and crafted assessment tool on the SBM framework, that is the assessment tool on the SBM level of practice. We also have the minutes of meeting during the school's dissemination to community on the assessment framework. For Level 2, we have the list of awards and recognition program, record of feedback of the stakeholders, photo of transparency board, filed reports on monthly MOOE liquidation, monthly report on client satisfaction survey is also included here. On Level 3, we have the list of recognition on the program, duly acknowledged and approved assessment framework, copy of consultation agreements, record of assessment of PPAs, and their narrative reports and accomplishment reports, including photos. For indicator number 5, we have the following MOVs. For Level 1, we have copy of nutritional baseline status report, analyzed monitoring and evaluation results reported to stakeholders. And for Level 2, we have the copies of assessment with feedback from school and community stakeholders. This is the needs assessment inventory for stakeholders. Included here, we have the feedback form from parents. And also, available reports on the identified CIGPs based on the assessment. For Level 3, we have the solutions and recommendations are as determined for future use in the identification of the CIGPs. Also here, we have the nutritional status or the end-line report of the students. And we have the photos and narratives and accomplishment report. Dimension 4, management of resources. Under indicator 1, we have the following MOVs for SBM Level 1. Copy of deed of donations, including the acceptance, report on physical count of property, plant, and equipment, school inventory of resources, monthly reports on canteen funds. And for Level 2, we have the following: copy of lists of books of donations, documented projects out from the SEF funds, MOOE vis-a-vis with ESIP and EIP, and the POPs. We also have the MOOE liquidation report. We have the fire exit, fire safety permit, copy of evacuation plan. And for SBM Level 3, we have a report on fund utilization and the minutes of the meeting, including the attendance sheet and the photos. For indicator number 2, here are the MOVs. For Level 1, we have the copy of DRRM plan, copy of project, work plan, and budget matrix, copy of Brigada Eskwela report, copy of invitation letter duly received, minutes of meeting with attendance sheet and photos. For Level 2, we have a copy of Adopt a School program, reports including the DPDS, communication letter of work immersion with MOA, copy of approved work and financial plan. For Level 3, we have the copy of performance pledge, copy of project proposal and resolutions, including photos, and of course the copy of CI projects. For indicator number 3, these are the MOVs. Copy of inventory of file of facilities and equipment, documents of purchase materials, disbursements voucher also. And for level 2, we have the copy of agenda, including the minutes of the meeting, attendance sheets during collaboration with the stakeholders. For SBM Level 3, we have the copy of updated ESRC showing progress of the different projects and activities. We also have the certificates of recognition for fund utilization, AIP for the school year 2019-2020, and of course we have photos or narrative reports and accomplishment reports. For indicator number 4, we have the following MOVs for level 1. Letter of invitation duly acknowledged by stakeholders. This is the received copy. Attendance sheets, record of programs, certification of downloaded school funds. This is a certificate. And for level 2, we have the copies of revised monitoring report, the PMR, record of monitoring of PPAs with the involvement of stakeholders. And for level 3, we have reports made from the result of monitoring and evaluation in the form of narrative. Included here also we have the action plan on fund management and the records of satisfaction or the feedback form. For indicator number 5, we have the following MOVs. Designation of coordinator for internal and external. Linkages, included here we have the omnibus designation, liquidation report, copies of CDR, copy of designation and compensation of BAC. For level 2, we have the records of expenditures aligned with AIP and the ESIP, copies of financial statement, and for level 3, copies of MOA or Memorandum of Understanding for the programs of activities, timetable, narrative reports, attendance sheets, and photos. Included also here we have the copies of audited financial statement, and finally we have the documentation of income generating projects with photos and narratives.
Thank you, Dr. Sergote, for that presentation. Sir, we are now ready for your questions, clarifications, and suggestions. Thank you very much.